Howdy, Possum Patty and the Soggy Bottom Bunch here, including Flat Stanley. Yepers. He's got an idea that he wants to share with everyone. So Stanley and I are going to do a little collaboration. Yes, we are. A little collaboration. And I've been out rock hounding. Yepers. Ooh. Got some gorgeous things in here. Okay. I'm going to put these down for right now because this is take 3. Take 3. We were kind of busy all day yesterday, and I mean all day into the evening. Yes, into the evening. But then I was like, I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to start my little layout, do the page for my Ammonites that I was talking about the other day, and started cutting up some papers and getting some ideas, and then some family stuff came up. Yes, no, good stuff. Holidays coming up, and I had to talk to a few people about, arrangements for the Easter holiday, where everybody's going, what everybody's doing, what everybody's cooking, that kind of thing. And then before I knew it, it was way past the morning dove o'clock. Yes, way past that. And I'm like, I'm not going to get this done. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, didn't Mr. Possum and I go out today, and starting with breakfast this morning and running errands and going rock hounding. We went to a little place called Lisbon Landing. Yeah, sounds like it should be on a river, right? Sounds like it should be on a river, but it's actually a shopping center, a very busy shopping center. But there's a big road cut and bedrock exposed, right? Big, big mountains of bedrock. And the shopping center is actually up on the hill behind that. And then there's a road, and then it goes down, and then there's another shopping center down there. A very busy area. Thousands of people driving by every day, but very few people know that it is the best place to find garnets. Garnets, which is the state rock of Connecticut. The state mineral is an Almandine garnet. And this particular rock formation has mostly crushed garnets because it's metamorphic rock. Heat and pressure have crushed the stones, yes, and that's where we get a lot of nice GNEISS stones around here, which are metamorphic, yes. One stone changes into another kind of stone. It's the rock cycle. It's the rock cycle. So the garnets there are mostly crushed, but they're still nice. Yes, you're not going to be making jewelry out of them, no, but you can certainly collect them up, right? So Mr. Possum and I went there behind a Chili's restaurant. And there's some rocks had come down. I thought it would be a good time to go because during the winter, the rocks sort of weather and crack and fall down, and there's a lot of rocks on the ground. And man, I was just picking up stones with garnets in them. Ta-da! Yes. A lot of the garnets you find in Connecticut are a little bit more on the brown side. They're called Almandine garnets, but they're dark. Yes, they're very dark, gorgeous. And I'm picking this one up, and there's just a big red hunk right there. Oh, it's beautiful. Some of them are darker. That one's darker. Anyway, yes. So this is what I did today. And now it's getting late again. And I came in, and I did a little bit more work on prepping the page. And then I got another sort of, FaceTime call with a couple of the sisters about stuff going on and the holiday and everything. So, yeah, that went on for quite a while. And now, it's almost the morning, Dove, so it's earlier than last night. So I did a little bit of stitching on things for this page. And I want to get this page done. I want to get my Ammonite page done before I get another phone call or something else comes up, right? Oh, I have to talk about Flat Stanley's idea here, but I could talk about that towards the end of the video because at this point, I never know what's going to happen. Yeah, I want to get this page done before something else happens. Yepper, so you better hurry up and come on along. So I actually did a bunch of cutting and sewing and different things. I did a little last night. I did a little tonight. Like I said, while I was yakking on the phone, I got a little cutting done and rearranging different scraps of paper. And if you remember this paper, I was talking about this paper the other day because this is the paper I used to put my Franken pages together. So it's on the spine over there, but this one had the shell. I was like, oh, the Ammonite. Yes, look at that. The Ammonite. I've got to use that on the first page with my gorgeous Ammonites that I got at the flea market. I love these. Much nicer than the one I had. Much larger. Plus, it's both sides cut in half and polished. Oh, I love this so much. So I want to journal about it. And I have the picture. And the picture has, the outside and the inside, what it looks like. And that's going to go on there somewhere. But I didn't want to just put, the strip of paper. The strip of paper. So what can I add to it? And I was thinking about something with a beachy kind of theme to it, or ocean, because it's a shell. And I was going through my box of papers from the flea market, and I found this, which I said, oh, this is perfect. If you look at it, it's got starfish and little shells and different sand dollar, different ocean things in there, but yet it's just very subtle, very delicate. And I said, oh, I think this is going to be really nice on the page, like a little conch shell over there. Yeah. I said, oh, that's beautiful. I got to put that on the page. And I said, well, maybe I'll give this page a border. And I'm thinking, well, I can sew it on. And then I'm thinking, oh, I love this lacy heart. What can I do to like bring that lacy effect onto the page? So I grabbed this piece of lace and I sewed that on the edge. And then I was printing out pictures of the ammonite. Now the ammonite, I know it's a shell, but the creature that lives in this shell, kind of like an octopus. And these come in all sizes. There's little ones and great big giant ones too. It's, yeah, it's like an octopus that lived in a shell. I said, well, that's very interesting. An octopus that lived in a shell, you know, millions of years ago, millions of years ago. So I printed out this picture. I think this is from American Museum of Natural History, maybe, something like that. And I'm like, oh, I want to put that on the page. But then I'm looking at this blue, and I was thinking to myself, what else can I add to the page that's this blue so that this is not just the only blue on the page? And I'm looking at the doily, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll make a little heart out of paper that's blue. And then I was like, oh, there's the mourning dove. A button, a beautiful blue button, right? And I'll sew it right on there. So I did all this work already. As you can see, I stitched the papers together. I stitched on the lace. I sewed on the button with just a little bit of thread there. And I'm going to put that there. And I've got my ammonite, the animal, and I've got my photo, which is going to go on here somewhere. And then I had all these different scraps of paper. This is from the cover. I got some pinks. I printed out a picture of the ammonite, but I decided not to use it because I wanted to see both sides of it. So I'll save this for something else. And just had all these little scraps of paper here, thinking, what can I do with it? Make the page interesting. So I took a strip of this, and I was like, I kind of wanted this up here by that shell over there. Not sure. I could put it down here. That's kind of cool. Got the shell, got the doily heart, got that. And then I wanted to put my critter here. I thought maybe I'd give him a little bit of a border. But this is almost the size of this. What if I have a piece a little wider than this? Let's see. Oh, I do. Let's see. Oh, maybe I'll cut one a little wider. Let's see. I can do that. Oh, it's already marked. Oh, I don't know why that's marked, but there's a mark there that would be kind of like just right. A wayward mark. Okay, let's go with it. Maybe just a touch wider. I want just a little bit wider. Erase that mark. I had no idea that what lived in the shell was like a little octopus. Nope, no idea. Had to look this up. This is my learning journal, yes. And for every page in the journal, I learned something new. Hopefully. Or I learned that I was wrong about something, which is still learning. Was that Thomas Edison said he learned 10,000 ways how not to make a light bulb before he learned how to make a light bulb. I kind of like that. And then I could put my ammonite critter over here like that. And I'm going to do my journaling here because if you look at the ammonite, you might notice that there are bubbles. The ammonite is sending up bubbles. And I was thinking, Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. I call these my mermaid bubbles, right? These are my mermaid bubbles. They're from the Dollar Tree. It's like, oh, I got to bring some bubbles up the page. I'm going to use that beautiful seashell paper there and do bubbles going up like that. Maybe I'll put a date at the top and then bubbles. And then I found this Ammonite at the flea market. I paid $5 each or something like that. Just a little bit of journaling there. And I have the picture of the Ammonite. And this has got to go over here so I can see a little bit of pink. Yeah, so that's it. All right, let's get this done. Let's get this done. All right, paper engineering. What goes first? All right, first thing I have to do is I'm going to cut this to the correct size. Bubbles aside. Okay, do I want a layer something under this? Lots of layers today. Yes, lots of layers. Maybe. Now, I feel like that then there's got to be something up there. Why do I think I have to keep adding something? I don't know. It's just a learning journal. It's just a learning journal. But then I'd have to put something colorful in the center of that one. I could put a bling bling in there. Yeah, there has to be something there. If I put this shell, doily, picture, this guy goes over here. He gets a bubble. Oh, I could put a bubble. I could put one of the colorful bubbles in the center. Yes. Okay. All right, so now I need to cut this down to size just for a little bit of a frame. I'm going to use the glue stick and maybe a little tacky glue around the edge because I did add on the button and different things to it. I have to go around that button. I don't want to rip the paper. I'll line it up with the bottom and I want a little bit of pink to show. Let's see. How's that? Good enough? Close enough. Okay. That's down. Next, I'm going to put this down. Something like that. I did make a short. I put that up last night because I didn't get this done about going to the rock show, but I'm going to talk more about that because I want to do a page for that. I got to do a page for my petrified wood. I got to do a page for the rock club. Probably 2 pages because I got special gifts from the rock club. And we got to talk about Stanley's idea. All right, let me get this down here. I love this paper. So that would go there. So I'm going to glue this down first and then glue this guy down. He's got to be way over here so his bubbles can go up here. Well, you know, Stanley hasn't been around for a while. He's been very busy though. So, you know, sometimes he's off on adventures and sometimes he's out collecting rocks, and he's been collecting rocks from the dirt road out front. He's got quite a collection going. Yes, he does. And he likes the colorful rocks and the rocks with stripes or spots or patterns, the green ones, the white ones, the orange ones, the pink ones, the pink and green ones. And he's got one collection right here. And as you can see, he's got a red quartz, really pretty white. He's got a orangey one. He's got a pink and green and black one. Here's a green one. And here's a sparkly black and white one. Got mica in there. And he's got a wishing rock. Anything that has a line that goes all the way around is a wishing stone. And this one's got a tiny garnet in it. Looks like a tiny garnet right there. So he was thinking of making a few of these little collections, just like 6 or 7 of these little rocks from the road, because he's got so many. I don't know, he just keeps collecting more and more every day. There's a pink granite one. Oh, that's nice. Well, he's got a ton of them. So I was thinking, if he's going to make these little collections and give them away, that I would add to his collection from the road one of these stones with a garnet in it. Let me find a nice one. Let me find a nice little one. Oh, here's one. Oh, this got a big garnet in it. Right there. See the red? Got a garnet in it right there. Oh, and on this side too. A little bit of a crushed garnet in there. That's a nice one. That I would add one of these stones with a garnet in it to the collection. And we're going to give this away. But to qualify for this, that's a really pretty one in there. To qualify for this, yes, you have to be on the list of folks who have sent me friendship rocks. Yes, those are the folks that I would like to give the opportunity to first to get a collection of soggy bottom rocks with a garnet. Now, a whole bunch of folks have sent me rocks. Friendship rocks. Yes, a whole bunch of folks said, let me glue this down and then I could show you that. And so I'm going to write all their names down, and they're going to have to let me know that they would like to be in the drawing. And if they would like to be in the drawing, I'll put all their names in a drawing. And then every time Stanley's got together a little collection, I'll pull a name and they will get a set. So the folks are sending me rocks because they're just such good possum peeps and they know I love rocks, and so they send me rocks and I really appreciate it, and I open them up and oh yes. But I didn't think that, well, maybe they like rocks too and they're sending me rocks, but they like rocks too. So I was like, oh, maybe I should send them some rocks. I'm so bad. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I just don't think people are as wacky as I am. I don't know. I give people the benefit of the doubt, right? But maybe they would like some soggy bottom friendship rocks. Anyway, that's our idea. Stanley will collect little soggy bottom rocks. He's already got a bunch. And I will add to that one of my almandine rocks. Ooh, that one's really sticky. And together, we'll make up a little set and we'll draw names to see who gets it. Well, maybe you're out there thinking, oh, I didn't send Possum Patty any friendship rocks, but I would like some soggy bottom rocks. Well, this is what I'll do. I'll go through all the names of the folks who have sent me rocks first and put their names in a hat and pick out one at a time and send them some rocks. But if they don't want any rocks back, they're just being very, very kind and sweet to Possum Patty, and they don't really collect rocks, or they don't want any rocks back, and then I'll have to open it up to everybody. But I feel like I really need to let the folks who have sent me friendship rocks have the opportunity to get some rocks back before I open it up to everyone else. So if you've sent me friendship rocks and you would love to get a little set of soggy bottom rocks and a garnet back, let me know in the comments below. And I'm going to deal with all that first. I'll put all their names in a hat, and as I get sets, I'll keep picking more names until nobody else wants one. And then I'll open it to the public. Okay, now I need some bubbles coming up. I'm going to put one right there. Should I use different color bubbles? Stick the pinks and purples, maybe. Maybe one there, maybe a big one there. I wrote the date with my glazed pen, April 2025. I used my micron pen to write, I found a gorgeous ammonite at the flea market. Each half cost $5. And here I wrote, ancient shallow sea. That's where they lived, like an octopus living in a shell. And there, yay, yay, I got my page done. I feel like doing some faux stitching. Yes, I do. And all I do is go around, decorate the frame. I just love the way it looks. And I'm going to go around this picture too. Well, I'm very happy with this. Yes, I am. So I'm going to put that aside for right now. And here's my friendship rocks. And let's see. We have a whole selection of friendship rocks from lovely Leanne in Nebraska. And a very special rock from Puerto Rico. And that is from Millie, Puerto Rico. And then we have this gorgeous, gorgeous quartz crystal. Look at that. That is from Carol, Crinkled Path. She sent that from California. Oh, and then we have this fantastic collection of Utah rocks. And these are from Mary Nielsen, Salt Lake. And she said she found these in parking lots. Parking lots and decorative, stone beds and things. Gorgeous, gorgeous collection there. And then we got a Petoskey stone from Nancy in Michigan. And this is fossilized coral. You can see the fossil in there, right there. I put eyes on it. I put eyes on it. You have to read the book about the Petoskey stone to understand why that one has eyes. I don't want to drop this. This is a gorgeous piece of amber from Pia in Denmark. Look at that. She picked this up off the beach. That's amazing. Maybe she would like a collection. And this is also from her schist, piece of schist. And, these are from Jean in Maine. And this is a special quartz crystal. Oh, and she gave me some other things. They're kind of around the room. And this is a garnet from Madagascar, but it's kind of like our garnets here. This is a giant garnet from Madagascar. And a special quartz crystal. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? She gave me a couple other things that are not in here. This is one of them. Beautiful unicorn. Isn't that gorgeous unicorn? And this is a rhodonite unicorn, like black and pink. And she gave me this tree of life. Isn't that gorgeous? It's carved stone. And Jilly Bean, Jilly Bean Studio sent me some sea glass from our favorite beach. Jilly Bean and I go to the same beach in the summertime. Beautiful sea glass. And down here we have some rocks from Precious Rachel, and these are from Kentucky. And look at this. And a fossil. And here we have some chert. Yep. And this is the kind of stone that what they call flint knapping. They make into arrow points or tools or knives. And then from Red Rocks, Arizona, these are from Trudy Craig. Red Rocks. Sandstone, two kinds of sandstone. Got the red sandstone and the gray sandstone. Red Rocks, Arizona. And these are also from Trudy, but these are from Green Valley, Arizona. Whoop. Take my box apart. Look at these. Love them. So interesting. And then the last one is a whole collection of rocks. And these are from Heather C., who's in Kentucky, but she got me some rocks in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Chimney Park. I love these. Look at these. This is like a Soggy Bottom collection here, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. Well, this box is almost full, isn't it? That's okay. I have more boxes. So, I should make my list. Quick. Make my list. I'll do this a few times. So we have Leanne. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 Possum Peeps. Leanne, Millie, Heather, Nancy, Mary, Carol, Pia, Jean, Jilly Bee, Rachel, and Trudy. Well, all these lovely ladies have sent me rocks, plus Charles in New York. He sent some fossils for my niece, yes. So I gave them to her, so it's not in my friendship box. But if any of you on the list are interested in getting a set of Soggy Bottom rocks plus a garnet, let me know in the comments below, and then I will take those names and put them in the hat and pick out a name for the first set. That's just the first set. I want to get as many sets out to folks who have sent me rocks as want them back. But I can only do it one set at a time. And I want to know if you want the rocks, right? I want to know if you want the rocks. So if you would like some Soggy Bottom rocks, yes, and your name is on this list, yes, please let me know in the comments below, and I will pick one name for the first set, and then there'll be more sets after that, yes, because I showed you I have a lot of rocks. Well, I think we got all the way through the video without an interruption. I love this page. It's the first page of my journal. Yes, I do. Gorgeous ammonites. But I have so many more things I want to journal about. Yes, in my Everybody Needs a Rock journal. I've got the list of names here. Please comment below if your name is on this list. Yes, if you would like a set of Soggy Bottom rocks to come your way. Well, that's it. I better get this uploaded before I get any interruptions. Yes, this is take 3. Yes, but I think we're doing it. Yes, we are. Thanks for coming along today, and happy junk journaling. Bye-bye. Let's look at these a little closer in the sun. You see where I'm putting my thumbnail? That's a big garnet right there. And right there where my thumb is, that sparkly bit, it's big garnet there. Oh, look at all the garnet on this one. That whole dark area there. That is all garnet. Little piece right in there. You see that crushed garnet? This whole area there. See all the little garnets lined up there? Oh, look at this one. Look at the size of that. It's crushed because it's in metamorphic rock. At one time it was a big crystal and then it got crushed. That's a pretty big piece right there. You see all the garnet right there on this one.